You will see people differently while you're on semen retention, bro. I'm currently on 17 days of semen retention, and I noticed that I see people not just differently, but I see them for who they are. I see them for who they are, like how they're showing up, not the mask they're putting up, but just how they're showing up. And I know you probably hear about all these different things that happen in the space of semen retention videos, like the woman attraction, people looking at you differently, your energy's different, you know, you radiate this masculine aura, and these things are all true, by the way. But I've been practicing music since I was 17. I'm 21 years old now, on and off. Like, the longest streaks I've ever done was like maybe 60 days, and I noticed that every time I go long streaks, my life is always improving in every area, and I start to see the world in a different lens, you know. And it's so funny because even though I go on these streaks and I see the world this way, when I am not on these streaks, I forget the way I see the world when I'm on retention. You know, it's like you have these glasses you're wearing when you're retaining your seed. And mind you, the thing I really realize is, as I'm starting to step into my power more on this journey, everything starts to make more sense. Like, you start to see people, like you see like the mask they're putting on. You know what I mean? Like, they can't hide it from you. Your discernment strengthens because your connection with God is getting stronger. You're holding your life force energy, the one thing that can create a human life in this earth, the one thing that you can use to create another life and bring it to breath, is literally the one thing I'm holding in. And bro, when your balls are full as a man, bro, you literally radiate a different aura in this world. You speak differently, you speak with conviction, your voice is deeper, your focus is more sharper. You're more on your purpose, bro. And I'm only 2 weeks, damn near. No, like 17 days is like damn near 2 weeks and a half, whatever. But one thing you do notice is, not only do you see people for who they truly are, people show up around you differently. People can see you, they can feel you. I work at the security job, bro, and this is part of the area where I know that, like, people walk back and forth all day, right? I've tested this shit, bro. When I was not retaining, right? I'll lose my seed, or, you know, me and my girl, you know, some shit, you know, night before I'll release whatever. I would notice that the same people that come through every day, they might not look and, hey, have a good day, you know, they might just walk right past, right? And you notice this, bro, you're kind of invisible when you're not retaining your seed as a man. You're invisible to this world, bro. And as a man, bro, we are only loved for what we can provide and value. So one thing that is really, really important is your energy, bro. If you have a lot of energy as a man, a lot of masculine energy, strong masculine energy, you're being felt. People can feel you without seeing you. They can feel you behind you. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that now that I'm retaining. I notice when I'm retaining, bro, the people that, now that they don't already notice me, but they notice me more. Like, they might see me before I see them, or they might say something to me even though I was not talking. You know, people can feel your energy. They want to be around your energy. It's addicting. And you can see people for who they truly are. People can feel this, right? And they don't feel like you're judging them, but they know that they know there's something about you that's different. They know that you have or know something that they don't. And they want to impress you. You know what I'm saying? They want to put on a mask to, like, get you to accept them in a way. You know what I mean? And this could be because you are a certain type of individual, but I know for sure that when you're retaining, you do radiate this energy where people want your approval. And I just noticed this shit, bro. Like, random people that, like, come throughout the job and going out in public, people hold the door for you. You know what I'm saying? And you might be like, yeah, bro, like, this shit happens naturally. No, bro, like, when you're retaining your, I just noticed, bro, because I've been on both sides of the spectrum my whole life. For the past 4 or 5 years, I've been practicing this shit. You pay attention, and the more you do semen retention, you're strengthening the neurological pathways in your brain, and, you know, your dopamine levels balance, and most importantly, your self-awareness of yourself gets stronger. It gets better. You start to see yourself in a different way. So you become aware of the things that are happening for you, and things are just happening off of just a whim and fly of things. So when you are retaining, bro, you are radiating a different aura. You have a strong masculine energy, and you're just a lot more intuitively tapped in, and you have a stronger discernment. You can see people who they truly are. The bullshit masks, you see through that shit. If someone lying to you, you see through that shit. You have your testosterone levels are shooting through the roof, so you don't have time for bullshit, bro. You are a man on a mission. You're dialed in. You're trying to expand on your purpose, bro. And this is one thing I'm realizing as I'm on retention. Everything starts to become more clear. The fog lifts. You don't question anything. You just go. You literally just go, and life falls together for you. It's like you are literally God's favorite when you're, like, retaining your seed. Everything just happens the way it's supposed to, how it's supposed to. You don't question anything. You just show up. And especially when you're incorporating, working on your business, you're journaling, you're going to the gym, you're doing all these things that also increase your masculine energy, bro. You're gonna be unstoppable, bro. And I know a lot of y'all probably watch this don't even get past 3 days, bro. You don't get past a week because you got a goon, bro. Bro, leave that shit in 2025, bro. We about to go in 2026. Like, I ain't mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I was up to like maybe 4 in the morning the other night. Me and my girl was up watching shows, all this different shit. I just got off work an hour and a half ago. I am a little exhausted, but I have an extra amount of energy in my tank to make these videos and make content. I noticed when I was drained, bro, there's no extra tank. Like, once I get home, I just couldn't. I'm asleep, I'm laying down, I'm eating food, I just couldn't, right? You have an extra tank of energy. You have an extra level of perseverance when you're retaining your seed, bro. You're built different. And this is one thing I can say is one of the biggest things I noticed that helped me really run laps around people that are in the same field as me, or if I'm doing a sport or I'm training for something, bro. You literally will pass up the competition when you're on retention because you have that benefit. But man, if you are somebody who's retaining, comment down below what month or what day or what year you on if you going that far. And I hope y'all really stick to this journey, bro. This is that's one of my biggest and most important tools on this journey of self-development and seam retention, bro. My gains in the gym, my sharp mind, my bag getting deeper, the knowledge and wisdom I got, seam retention played a part, bro. It's one of my favorite discipline tools that I use, bro. But I love y'all, Alchemist Gang. If this video resonated with you, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.